There goes the Wagyu, and good morning to day 4 and the final day of Kraków trip. Don't know what I'm going to call this it's going to be a Kraków trip. I don't know what to do. There's no point in me leaving till about 2 o'clock to get my flight, and I don't want to be walking around Kraków with my bags and shit, because that's just heavy. Where I am, where my hotel is, the Vanilla Apart Aperture, it's a half an hour tram from where I am in the Vanilla Aperture to the city centre. And then for me to leave my bags here, come back, and then go back again doesn't seem very logical. I'm dressed, I'm showered, I'm packed. I think I'm ready to go. It's 9:30. I want to get out of here, go up to the old town. It's looking really nice outside as well. It's proper blue. I think there's only just one last quick thing to do though. Empty. I'm going to say everything's empty. And the bathroom, that has been used. So is the shower, to be fair. And the sink. And me. I'm coming home, baby. And bye-bye glasses and bye-bye water. Do you think I could probably sneak one out? So for one last time, goodbye apartment. Say Bob. Hi there, I'd like to check out, please. 110.
Okay, thank you so
All good?
much.
Lovely, thank you very much. Bye. Right, so now I've got about 4 hours to kill. Half an hour into town. That's half an hour done. 3.5 hours to kill.
It's whatever you like. Turn this up until it's to a club. I'm talking drink.
Where's this sun come from all of a sudden? Way nicer here today. It's typical though, isn't it? It's whenever you do go home, that's when the nice weather comes out. You miss it all. And then I'm going to come back to England later on, and it's going to be a shithole. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be cold. Can't stop sneezing in this sun. It's really bright. I've got a chew syndrome. Google it. It's a real thing. You look at the sun, you can't help but sneeze. Those donuts look like they slap so hard they'll knock you out. Probably have to treat myself to one in a bit. It's still only about like 10:30. Just looking around some touristy spots now. I don't think there's much to do. Well, there is, but I don't want to go too far out of town. And look at that. Better than Birmingham City Council. At least they take their fucking rubbish out and don't strike. That woman just then was probably thinking, why is he taking a picture of the dump truck? Well, because back in my city, love, we don't fucking have them. I didn't even know that weed was legal here. Learn something new every day. It's legal in a medicinal sense, but illegal for recreation. So there's something that I've learned today, and I hope you've enjoyed this lecture. It is a lecture. I want to know what these candles are here for. I wonder if it's like an Easter soon, I think, isn't it? A couple of weeks or a week? Daffodils, aren't they? So I was trying to take a picture. Let me just get out of the way so she doesn't get a random guy talking to a camera all by himself in her shot. I think let's have an early lunch. Technically brunch if you want to be a fancy pants about it. But there's one thing I've noticed around here, there's no homeless people. I've seen one homeless person last night. But apart from that, I don't know if they just turf them out of the centre or they just don't have a homeless problem. I have no idea. But it just comes back to the whole, this place is so clean. But then it comes back to the whole, like, it's the people that make the place, not the place that makes the people. It's 100% true here. I don't know where to go for lunch. I'm thinking I'm just going to go back to the Irish place. Where I'm being served by an American British food in an Irish themed bar in Poland. Okay. onions, perfect. Oh, gherkins as well. Oh. And of course, you're not a proper Brit unless you have your Heinz ketchup as well. It's 11:30. Well, they cut a flight in a few hours. That's the nice pear cider as well. I love that cider. It's real nice. The burger's gone down very well. There's a lot of bread to chicken ratio, but it's still nice, and there's far too many gherkins, far too many onions, wasted, but then ketchup and chips though, can't beat it. I'm so English. It's 12:15. I've got like an hour and 45 to kill. Don't know what else to do really. Don't want to go to the airport too early and just end up sitting there. One last walk round. Fucking hell, it's getting bright now. If the doctor complains again that I'm not getting enough vitamin D, I'm going to show him this, and then I'm going to tell him to suck on that. Why not? Yes, premium Wagyu steaks. High five. That's a fucking cathedral, isn't it? Look at the size of that. Ah, of course, silly me, it's the Basilica Świętej Trojicy. Silly me, of course it is. What's the service going on? That was a bit awkward, but on the plus side, I feel like I'm relinquished from all my sins in the world, so might be going to heaven now. If it exists, probably doesn't. Here's a masturbate that we can all have around here. We can all masturbate together and decide if there's a heaven or not. It's kind of like the Flatiron building, except more circular and less flat, but like it's got the sort of same logistics. Well, it's a bit more nice to be honest. This place does love their stairs.
No, from the airport. For the airport is another one.
That side, lovely. Thank you so much. Do you know how I'll get down there? Back down,
Back the staircase.
over. Thank you so much. Thank you. Just ask and someone will help you. Lovely people in Poland. Go, go. I'm going to be lazy. I can't be asked to climb them stairs, I'm not going to lie.
Poziom 0.
Poziom 0. 20 minutes to waste, scheduled for 1 o'clock. And they have some nice benches here. 20 minutes to waste. Oh. Now I'm going home. Green guy. Well, that's security cleared, but there's this guy behind me. I have no fucking patience, having to like scram past everybody, grab his bucket thing, whatever it is. But bro, relax, man. We got time. Right, I think. Is this it? Let's see if we're on time. 17:40. We are on time still. To be honest with you, I don't really know what you do. It just seems like shops, and then if there is seating areas, then cool, then I'll just go sit down for a bit. But I've got fucking hours to ride out basically. I might get a bottle of vodka or something. I might get a bottle of vodka or something at Woodcar. Duty free, 65. Gone and treated myself to a cheeky, naughty bottle of vodka, Polish. It was 18 quid I think it was for like a whole litre. Pretty sure that's a decent deal. So I'll treat myself to that on the weekends. Otherwise, just waiting there. Can't see any cider. I wish I was happy. They're probably going for it. Look how posh this toilet is. And you got an arse washer. I've got to play it. Oh wow. There was a guy that got caught trying to sneak on. He was a non-priority, but he tried to go through priority and then he got told to go to the back. Fucking deserved that. Right, it is now Friday the 4th of April and I came back last night from Kraków at about, I think landed about 8 o'clock and then I got home at like 9 or something. I was absolutely shattered. But I just wanted to wrap this whole video up with a bit of like a conclusion sort of thing of like why I went on a solo travel. Why did I go on my first ever solo holiday? Because I wanted to go and travel. I wanted to go and see something. I wanted a holiday. I've got a hell of a lot of annual leave to take from work. So I thought to myself, what's something that I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to go to Auschwitz in a non-weird way. But I always found World War II really interesting. And Auschwitz was really interesting to me as well. So I thought to myself, I saw a deal in the paper and I thought, let's just go and do it. Going to the actual trip itself, it was fantastic. Poland is an insanely clean place, considering it was only a communist country like 35 years ago. From how they've grown to what they are today, I mean, from where I was stopping, you could definitely see the nicest way I could probably describe it is like a North Korean-esque. The buildings are very simple. The architecture outside of the town just is non-existent, but then there are a couple of modern buildings, but then as you go into the town centre, it's a completely different world. It's like they sprung a leak of like fossil fuel or something and they've just got a hell of a lot of money and they've ploughed it into the city centre. They've also kept the classic building structures as well. It's like you can definitely see some of the really old stuff, but then next door, it's quite strange because then you've got like an Apple store or a Samsung store and it's all futuristic and it's really strange just to see the both comparisons. The hotel that I was stopping at, I was meant to be staying at one in the city centre, which was meant to be a 3-star hotel. And then on the phone, the agent said to me, there's a 4-star hotel just outside of the city, would you like that instead? I didn't know how far the hotels were, and it turns out to be like a 30-minute trip from the centre to where my 4-star hotel was. I don't think stars in hotels, they match up to what we believe them to be, because my hotel was like a Premier Inn in Spain, I guess. That had that, like, everything was all marble, tiled sort of thing. So like the floor was always freezing, and you had all the basic necessities there. There wasn't anything. I was actually looking for a spa. It's like I actually fancied myself going to a spa for once, which I don't ever do. But the hotel didn't have that as far as I could tell. The hotel room itself, the bathroom was bog standard. It's what you sort of expect in like a 3-star hotel. The only random little thing within the hotel room itself was the kitchen, which I didn't really understand why there was a kitchen there. I personally don't cook when I'm on holiday. I'd rather go out and eat at a restaurant. But calling it a 4-star hotel, I thought was a bit odd. I guess their standards in a hotel is a lot less to what ours is. I was thinking if I had the 3-star hotel, like what Tony said to me that he had on the Auschwitz tour, you could have stayed in the centre, saved yourself the half-an-hour journey into town, the half-an-hour journey out of town, and it would have just made life a little bit easier, and it probably would have been a tiny bit cheaper as well. Which then also leads me on to the travel. Travel in Poland is really simple. It's really easy. It's very much like a London Underground tube sort of system, but it's obviously not London tube system. It's all outside, and it's very simple to get around as long as you've got Google Maps. Which also brings me to the point of if there's any advice that I would give to someone that wants to do solo travelling. There was someone that I met on the last night. I can't remember her name, but her daughter's name was Emily, and she was saying to me that she wants to go solo travelling one day. She's like in her late 50s, I think she said. And I just said to her, just do it. What is actually stopping you? And she just goes that she just doesn't really trust in herself to get places, that she's not very good when it comes to geography. And I just said to her, just use Google Maps. This isn't an advert for Google Maps, by the way. It's just what I use, and it's really simple to do. You literally just type in exactly where you want to go public transport, and then it tells you step by step how and where to get it. And then if you're still confused, there's even a live view of where it'll actually pinpoint the drop of where you need to get to. So I was explaining that to her. I said to her, why don't you, when you go to your hotel tonight, don't let your daughter do any of the navigating, do it all yourself. Just grab your phone, hotel name in, and just go for it, and just do it. And that also wraps up the whole solo travelling experience for myself as well. It was always something that I've always wanted to do, but I never had the balls to do it. I went to Scarborough for 2 or 3 nights, whatever it was, last summer, and I fucking loved it. And so that's what gave me the confidence to go to a different country by myself. You can do what you want, and that's what I love. I haven't got anybody over my shoulder fucking shouting down my ear saying, I want to do this, I want to do that. I do what I want to do. If I want to go and see Auschwitz, and then afterwards I want to grab a beer, and afterwards I want to do this and that and this, and then go to some classic arcades and do whatever I want to do, I can do that. And I don't want to sound like I'm preaching or anything, but if you want to do that as well, do it. It's so easy to do. There's no downsides to it. You meet people there. You will meet people that are also solo travelling as well, or they might be in a couple or a group. But everybody in Poland, which also brings me to another point as well, everybody in Poland is so nice. Anytime, for example, the train. I got the train from somewhere, I can't think where it was, but going into Krakow, I only had trams experience. And so I stepped out of my comfort zone, and I asked the bloke, hi, excuse me, do you speak English? And he went, yeah, sure. Oh, brilliant. Is this the right train to Krakow? We went, yeah, this one. Jump on this one. Same when I was going to the airport as well. I was on the wrong platform. Luckily, I asked someone, but just having that confidence. And it's also having the confidence to document it all as well, with having my phone constantly pointing at me or pointing at something else. And that was something else that I learned, that nobody cares what you're doing. Everybody is concentrating on their own life so much, they don't care that you've got a camera in your hand and you're filming stuff and you're talking. Honestly, the amount of times I was walking through town just talking to myself, and nobody stopped and questioned. Nobody gave me any weird looks. I mean, most of them probably can't even speak English, so they don't care. They don't even know what I'm saying, so they just walk past, and that's the kind of country of what that is. If I walked through Birmingham right now, I'd get a lot of looks at me. But that's what I love about Poland. Everybody's incredibly nice, and it's just such a beautiful, clean place. And I said it before, it's not the place that makes the person, it's the person that makes the place, and that is so incredibly true. That's wrapping up the whole experience anyway. I loved it. I am absolutely going to do it again. Where? I definitely want to do New York. I'm hoping at the end, probably about September time this year, I want to do a week there. But that's a bit different because that is very costly. That's quite expensive. You're probably looking at about $2,000 and then spending money on top. So what I might have a look at instead, I want to do Italy. I'd love to do Italy, and I'd love to do something that I've always wanted to do around Christmas time. Simon Wilson did a video on YouTube 2 years ago of when he went to the North Pole in Norway, and he got the Santa train. His whole channel is all about solo traveling and just him experiencing the world, and that's what I want to do. And he went onto the Santa train and he went to the North Pole and he slept in an igloo, and he just had the time of his life, and I really want to do that. That looks so cool. So that's another plan as well. Maybe at the end of this year, maybe, hopefully. But at the moment, New York. If not, I'm going to look towards maybe Italy at some point later on. Milan, possibly, something like that. But I'm buzzing for it, and I hope you did too. And I've never spoken to the camera like this before. I said, I hope you like it as well. Come along for the ride, without sounding cliche, come along for the ride and just come and enjoy holidays. Go solo traveling yourself, you will not regret it.